Howdy, y'all, and welcome to the channel. This is an impromptu stream because, as it happens with many things, I'm trying to take a nap because my sleep has been crap, and I just had a thought in my head that I really just want to kind of get out there because I'm going to need some help with it. So, real quick, I'm gonna start spamming this stream to Discord and see where we can go with it. This is, like I said, this is a very impromptu thing. So I haven't done really any kind of groundwork for it, but I'm real excited about it, and I want to see if I can make this happen. So let me find this video. There it is. Let me mute this. Mute. All right. Share. Copy. I think that's good. All right. Let's see here. I think I got one person in the audience. As I was saying, I'm gonna start spamming Discord. Let me do here. Where's, oh, actually, I think the one person watches me. So. Howdy, Clive. Howdy, Bellywood. If you haven't heard already, I have an idea in my head. Howdy, Steve B, and I want some help with it. Sadly, I'm going to be asking for money, but it's for a cause. It's for, I think, a really cool idea. Help. All right. One more. I'll put it on tune, and then I'll get going with what I'm putting forward. All right. All right. So here's the deal. So for the last, I don't know, one of the things that we do here at George Mason, if you are a follower of the channel, and hopefully this coffee is not, I think it's a day old. If you're a follower of this channel, you know that I do a lot of outreach work. I do a lot of, and we are blessed at George Mason to have a portable planetarium that, as it happens, is in my car right now. The whole thing fits in my car. So have planetarium will travel. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, we've been doing shows and stuff in the Fairfax area, but really, there's nothing that prevents me from going outside the state. And then I was thinking to myself, all right, well, let me, we've got, where would I go if I was going to take this planetarium somewhere? Where would I take it? And I was like, oh, wait a minute, there's a solar eclipse. There's an annual solar eclipse that's happening October 14th this year. And it's passing through, it's coming in from the northwestern states. I can't remember exactly, Oregon, I think maybe. Comes down through and swings down through Texas and goes into the Gulf. Now, for those of you who don't know, an annular solar eclipse is a special type of solar eclipse in that you have the moon passing in front of the sun and its shadow is on the earth. So just from that, a solar eclipse itself is a very, very rare event to see, particularly in totality, because of its small, because the moon shadow is very small. It's roughly about 50 miles. So while a whole lot of people can see a lunar eclipse, only a select few get the honor of actually seeing a solar eclipse. Well, as it happens, so we have that annual solar eclipse, and I'm getting ahead of myself. An annual solar eclipse is different from a solar eclipse in that the moon is close to apogee, so it's a little bit further away, a little bit smaller. And so when it passes in front of the sun, you get this nice, it doesn't block out the entire thing. You get this nice ring around it. So it's not a total solar eclipse, but it's an annular. And not only that, North America is blessed in that we get that 2023 October 14th solar eclipse that goes through. Like I said, it goes through Texas. Well, in April 8th, I think I need to double check that. April 8th, 2024, the next year. Well, really, like 7 months later, something like that. We get a total solar eclipse, which goes from Mexico in through Texas and then out through New Brunswick. Thing is, there are what we call the two paths of totality. The two basically the path of totality is that line on the Earth that is directly underneath the shadow of the moon. And as it happens, those two cross right around San Antonio. And then it occurred to me, because my name is Rob, Uvalde, Texas. For those of you who don't know, there was a horrendous mass shooting in Uvalde, Texas, involving the Robb Elementary School, RO2Bs. So the idea that I have, again, I haven't contacted anybody. All I've done is I have made sure that you can see here on time and date that time and date. So this would be October 14th, 2023. And so you can see at approximately 10:17 local. And then it goes through here. And then this nice annular ring. Basically, that's what I'm saying. There's a little bit of the sun. All the sun didn't get blocked out, but a little bit of it does. And so, and then it, leaves. Howdy, Judy. And so, but on top of that, I'm pretty positive that the total solar eclipse also, Uvalde is either in or also in the path of totality of that eclipse 7 months later. So, getting down to it, what I want to do is later today, I'm going to track down a science teacher from the Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. And I'm going to contact them. I'm going to try to reach out to them or anyone associated with that school. And I'm going to ask them if they would like for myself and my troop of loyal tour guides to come down to Texas during this eclipse, set up our planetarium, and also we've got telescopes that are properly shielded for solar viewing. So we've got telescopes, we've got planetariums, and we can do a whole event for those kids who went through that event, and really any kids who are in the area, but really mainly the thing is geared towards them. And so what I would like is, or basically what I'm putting out there is, and I know in the YouTube community this is an ugly word, but I would like to do a fundraiser. I'd like to see if there is an interest in doing a fundraiser, because obviously it's not cheap to drive from Fairfax, Virginia to Uvalde, Texas. It's like, I don't know, 16 hours, I think, something like that. And so it would have to be, I would basically, in order to get this done the way I want it to get done, it would have to be me and at least 6 other students to come down with me. And so that would mean, because these are folks that are between 18 to 22, that means basically renting a van or gas money or something like that. Yeah, Ryan. I hope someone else has reached out, but and if they have, what I'd like to do is I'd like to make it bigger. I'd like to see if we can make this really an event, because even if it's cloudy, and the thing is, South Texas is really, the chances of it being cloudy in that time of year not as is lower. I won't say that it's negligible. I won't say that it's a small chance of it being cloudy, but it's certainly better than the Northeast. So I'd like to see if I could, this is obviously pie in the sky, but getting back down to reality, if someone else has contacted them to do this, great. I will see if I can hitch my wagon to it. But essentially what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to pursue other funding methods through my department and through the university. And as soon as I figure out that we can do this, I really want this to happen. And the reason why I'm sending out this message is to really just get the message out. And particularly if the plot hole, Team Skeptic, I know they're down south in Texas somewhere. I think Potholes in like near the Austin area. And just get this word out that I want to do this. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to contact as many of the popular YouTubers in this flat earth sort of community and see if they would be willing to put their name on it. And now when it comes to the fundraising, I know our community a couple of years back had some bad actors. And so I want this to be completely above board. The funds would solely go to the transportation of myself, my people, and my gear down to Uvalde and back, so that we can show these kids some light, kind of, sort of, or I don't know if an eclipse is a great symbol for light, but anyway, I really want to do this. So yeah, that would be awesome. Like I said, this is an idea that was in my head. I needed to get it out there so I could actually get some sleep. So yeah, I'm going to be contacting someone in Uvalde. I'm going to be sending out finding them today, sending out the email tonight, to try to make the first contact. If anyone who watches this actually knows someone in Uvalde, Texas, who can put me in contact with someone specifically from Robb Elementary, then that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I really, really, I cannot understate how much I really want to do this. If I have to hijack or if I have to borrow the equipment from the university, I will do that. But obviously I'm going to try to get permission from them and funding and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm going to contact them. And really the purpose of this is to just get this idea out there and see if I can get it out to the community, to anyone really who is excited about this idea and wants to help in one form or another. Obviously, the best way to help is financial. If folks are willing to do that, the person going out to Texas for the total eclipse, me too. I wanted to do this in the same place. I wanted to see I was planning on going to this podunk town fairly outside of San Antonio, which I've completely forgotten. But now I was like, no, this is way better. This is a way better idea. And so, yeah, I want to be at the same location for both eclipses just to see what it's like. Judy, I completely respect that. And I'm not asking for any money right now at all, because I don't know. I haven't done the figures at all. I haven't run through how much this is going to cost. Like I said, I don't want to raise any more than I have to. I'm basically going to set an upper limit, and anything above that is going to go. If I'm going to shut it down once we reach a goal, but anything that we happen to get above that, I'm going to donate to the kids. So, but yeah, so said, this is something I really want to do. For those of you, well, I think I'm repeating myself at this point. So yeah, what I'm asking you right now, again, is to please get the word out, if you can, that Dr. Robb Parks from George Mason University wants to bring our inflatable planetarium, our portable planetarium, and 2 telescopes that are properly shielded for solar viewing to Uvalde, Texas, for the primary purpose of giving the students who were victims of the mass shooting a good time. Obviously we want to teach them about astronomy. What really would want to know, we want to let them know that they're still being thought of. We want to let them know that we're here and we're thinking about them, and I want to do something nice for them. So if you all could help me with that, I know my channel is minuscule, but if you can help me, share this video, send links to the big YouTubers like McToon, like Creaky, Simon and Dan, so forth. That would be amazing for me to get, if I could get in contact with these folks and see if I can get some traction behind this. I'm also going to be reaching out to them myself, but so yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up. I think this is said enough. Yeah, once I reach out to Uvalde and I get word back from someone and they like the idea and they want to basically connect on their end, then I will take steps I will loop in my department and the university and go from there. And then I will also, depending on the any kind of feedback that I get from other creators, then I will go about seeing about setting up some kind of fundraiser or something, or at least just an ask for donations. But Judy, the reason why oddly enough, the reason why I want to do a fundraiser with other creators is to try to keep it as above board as much as, because I think if we bring enough people in, then there is more accountability or more chances for accountability. And, I don't want this to be shady in any way, because honestly, if someone's going to rip people off in the name of kids who suffered a mass shooting, those people are going to hell. Like, that's inexcusable. But anyway, so that's why I was thinking a fundraiser, is that it would be, one, it reaches more folks if we get a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Creators to get behind this. And if we get a lot of creators, then we can somehow, because I don't know finances for beans, and we can find out some way of making a secure account where the funds only go to this project. So I hope that's clear. I haven't slept well in the last 48 hours, so I'm a little loopy. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Anyone have any questions, suggestions? Thank you, Ryan, for letting me know about that. But you guys think this is a good idea? Is it feasible? Like, am I just really, really tired and thinking am I missing something? I guess not. All right. I'm going to sign off. I hope to have a lecture put out. Thank you, Judy. I'm hoping to put out another later tonight. I got a Girl Scout troop coming in. Going to do a show for them. But prior to that, I'm hoping to be able to squeeze in another lecture. If not, then I'll do a lecture afterward. But hopefully it'll come in. Hey, Chris. Howdy. Thank you for coming. Oh, and Nimrod. just a really quick recap. I don't want to get too further. You can rewatch the video, but essentially what I want to do is I want to do a astronomy outreach event during the solar eclipse in October of this year for the kids in Uvalde, Texas. So, yeah. Just kind of want, like I said, right now I'm not asking for anything. I'm just laying out what I want to do, and I want to see if people are receptive to the idea, particularly if they know and if they can help me in any way logistically at this point. So, all right. Yes. Yes, Ryan, I will try to get some sleep. All right, folks. Yeah. Thank you all for being here, and for those of you who may watch this in the future, if you could leave your comments in the comments about what you think about this idea. Do you have any constructive criticism? Do you have any advice? Anything you want to, any kind of comments, feel free to please put them in the comments. Like I said, I am super excited about this idea, and I don't want, and because of the nature of it, I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to, I just don't want to mess it up. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to go try to get some sleep now. So, peace out. Clear skies. You guys are beautiful.